Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another Raw Talk podcast, episode 8. Damn, episode 8 already? So, what do you think of that bull? That dude who got trampled by the bull?
Okay, first off, I just want to say that anybody participating in that event is an idiot.
I mean, would you do it? Would you actually have the balls to go out and do that?
No way.
He got trampled, and he said he wants to do the one in Spain. I didn't even know they actually had one in Texas.
Yeah, me either. I mean, I watched it and it was pretty crazy.
The rush, I think that's why he did it. It's like the adrenaline rush that you get from that.
Yeah, obviously, because you gotta run like for your life.
I mean, I was watching the news and they said only 15 people in the last 100 years have died doing those runs.
Wow.
So
I
that's
would,
actually a
fi-
good thing, though. Almost
yeah,
90% of people don't get hurt.
yeah, I would figure it would be like a lot of people.
Shit, you gotta run, though. You gotta have some skill.
Yeah, you gotta have some stamina, man.
You can't be like overweight and fat.
Oh no.
And I'm
Let's
gonna
see.
start. And I'm gonna start off with the question that I had,
Okay.
and it's why do you think professional sports players make so much money, but people like me and you basically make shit?
Uh, I don't know. I mean, like, I've seen people complaining that, like, professional athletes make more money than, like, your U.S. military, like, soldiers. And,
They do because from what I know, the military only makes like $1,600 a month.
yeah.
And if you're putting I always say this, if you're putting, I think you're putting in more time as a serviceman than you are. I mean, yes, I guess LeBron James because millions of people know who he is, but his job is not even as hard as somebody who has to travel to the Middle East to defend his country, and he gets
Ex
like nothing.
exactly. And I mean, these guys could die while NBA players, so they're not going to die on the court.
I mean, I always say even the people who are working in like a warehouse, I still don't. I think they work harder than LeBron James, even though yeah, LeBron James has been doing what basketball his whole life.
Yeah, pretty much. That and football.
He did football,
Yeah, I mean, he didn't do pro football, but like he played.
like high school.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just never understood why they get like $2 million a year when the dude working at McDonald's is struggling to pay his rent.
exactly. Like it's just like, come on. Like these guys are playing sports and they're like ridiculously rich.
But you look at it this way, a lot of those dudes even complain. Like LeBron James could complain, I don't make enough money. What? You don't make enough money, but you're making more money than probably anybody who's going to watch this podcast, and you're complaining, well, I don't got enough money. It's because they spend their money like it's nothing.
Yeah, I know. I'm like so somebody will be making like $5 million a year when they feel they should make $7 million a year. And I'm
And
like,
I'm like, the average person makes $30,000 a year. It's
yeah,
like take somebody who works at like Walmart. That dude is struggling, and LeBron James is driving a Bentley. Yeah, I can't afford it. I need more money. Then stop buying. You don't need 20 cars and a house that has like 20 rooms. You don't need that.
yeah. That's what I don't get is like almost every celebrity has like 15 cars.
If you ever watch the MTV Cribs
Yeah,
with 50 Cent, he said his house is so big he wouldn't even know if people are in there robbing him and he has to have security cameras all over his house just so he knows who's in what room at what time.
God damn, that's too big of a house.
I'm fine with like a normal 3 bedroom house, not oh I need 20 bedrooms with like 50 bathrooms. Really?
I know that exactly.
I don't need that. Like, cause I can see it as if LeBron James get like when he retires, is he always gonna have that money?
Mm, who knows?
Could the world end up with everybody being fat from eating fast food? And what would the world be like if everybody was obese?
Fucking hell. Uh, no. Uh, I think it's possible because, like, if you see the kind of people that eat McDonald's, it's all like super obese people.
It kind of reminds me of that movie Wall-E. If you ever seen that movie, if you ever seen that movie, basically every all the humans end up getting obese and fat.
Yeah.
I don't. I try to stay away from that honestly, but I see the people who eat there. They are like fat people. You don't see like a healthy dude walking in there all ripped.
No,
You don't see like
never.
Brock Lesnar walking in there eating two Big Macs. You don't see that.
Yeah, you don't.
It's always these fat, overweight. I mean, I think society is going that way anyway.
Yeah, they totally are now.
Everybody's getting obese and fat.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of my friends that I used to hang out with, like in high school,
Are
like
really fat.
they were really skinny in high school, and now it's like they're huge.
Yeah, I had a friend who used to eat every day. He used to go to Jack in the Box and eat those 99 cent
Tacos?
tacos. And
Yeah.
that dude, last time I seen him, he was probably like 120 in high school, and you definitely would notice him. He's like 210.
Good God.
And all he did, he would drink beer and go to Taco Bell and McDonald's and all that. I'm like, God damn, how do you eat that?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm at fault for that because I used to eat fast food a lot.
Yeah, I hardly eat fast food nowadays. I hate it.
And their chicken nuggets aren't real chicken.
Yeah, I've seen that shit. That is
It's like their chicken
disgusting.
sandwiches aren't real chicken. I'm like, then what the hell are you serving people? You're telling
Yeah.
us on the menu they're chicken nuggets, but it's artificial food. What the fuck?
Exactly. Like, I don't want to eat artificial food.
I mean, the only way you're not going to eat artificial food really is if you're like hunting your food and growing your own garden.
Yeah, that's the
That's
sad
pretty
truth.
much.
Yeah.
Okay, the last question I have is, would you rather stop 9/11 from happening or prevent the Holocaust from happening?
Shit. Oh, fuck. I don't know, man. Like, the whole 9/11 thing, the fact that, like, we all experienced it, I think makes it, like, more real, I guess. Because, like, the Holocaust, maybe a lot of people have just, like, read about it or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who was around when the Holocaust was around.
Yeah, there might not be anybody. I'm
I
not.
mean, there's probably like old like people in their hundreds that remember hearing about that, but so many Jewish people died.
Yeah,
Hitler killed so many, but I would actually probably have to say 9/11 just because I experienced it firsthand.
yeah, exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying.
I was in high school when that shit happened, and I was like, "What the
Yeah.
hell is the not? What the hell is the trade towers?" I didn't even know what the hell was going on, and
Yeah, like, I didn't even know the trade towers existed.
yeah, that was to be honest, I didn't know what they were either because I never paid attention to news and shit back then. And when I heard, I was like, "What the hell is going on in New York?"
Yeah.
And they said it was a terrorist attack. I was like, "What? What the hell is terrorist?" Because you never heard anything about terrorists back then. You never heard. Now it's a common thing that people talk about terrorists.
Yeah, I was watching this documentary thing about it, and it's crazy to think that you were allowed on an airport with a pretty big weapon.
Because
Like
I
you,
remember when you used to be able, like, even if you weren't a passenger, you could walk with your friend or family all the way up to the gate, and
yeah,
you could watch. Nowadays, you can't like if I'm going out and you're with your family, they can't go through security with you.
yep, hell no.
And if you ever go on Netflix and watch, there's a documentary where the U.S. actually was given Osama bin Laden in like the 80s money and guns,
No shit.
and then he turned around and used all that stuff against us.
Wow.
I'm like, that's what people don't realize, that America does help other countries out, and then they turn around and kind of like fuck us.
Yeah, that is damn true.
Cause I seen that it was some documentary on there. I'm like, I don't believe that. And then I watched the whole thing, and it said, yeah, the government was handing them like guns and weapons and money, and like, and then he turns around and fucks us.
Yeah, you fucked us pretty good there. I mean, I just find it hard to believe that the number one most wanted mother effer can go so long hiding. Like, I mean, I didn't really believe all that personally. All right. Uh, if you could have one job or career, like, what would you do?
Like, probably, honestly, it would have to do anything with the music industry. Like, I know as a musician myself, I'll never be like in a band like as powerful or as big as like Limp Bizkit or Metallica, or be as famous as Eminem. So probably like being a roadie, or being one of those dudes who film bands for like a
Uh,
living, like
yeah,
document bands and stuff. That would be an ultimate dream job, I think.
yeah, that would be a pretty cool job.
Because I just think being a roadie, because you're still being able to tour with the band and set stuff up, and you're still pretty much doing stuff with music. I
Yeah,
just don't see myself being a performer on a playing in front of like 50,000 people, which that would be an ultimate dream job to have.
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So what would your so what about you?
I've always, I did want to be a part of the whole rapper thing for a while, but I just, you know, I don't think it's really a realistic thing. So my dream job would actually be something with like videos,
Thank
something
you
to do.
for. I think your shit froze. Hold
Did,
on.
did
What were
it
you
freeze?
saying?
Did it freeze?
Yeah, it froze.
Then your mouth's like, uh, okay,
It was something in like video, like I don't know, like movies or fucking
Like filmmaking.
yeah.
I mean, I could see myself doing like. I've always wanted to be one of those, even if it was for YouTube, like have a bunch of people around where I just go out and you set a date up. Oh, I'm gonna go make like a short like 10-minute video. I would think that would be cool if you just do that weekly. If I had a lot of people to do that, I'd probably would be more into making short little skits and stuff.
Yeah, I know, same here.
I have cameras and I have stuff that I can make it with. It's just I don't know a lot of people where I live who are into video making or YouTube.
Yeah, me either. I don't know actually anybody.
I mean, I used to. The main reason why I got into video making is all my friends in high school were into video making, and they used to go out and make jackass videos, and then they would go and edit them on the Mac computers at the school, and then they would like basically bootleg them and sell them. But they were cool for what they were, and that's how I really got into video.
Yeah, that's cool.
But one of my friends was so good at editing in high school, he actually put his face in the Matrix, like in the
Yep.
movie, actually like frame by frame. So like one whole like car chase, you could see his face in the Matrix.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, it took him like 4 months of editing it, but I'm like, damn, that's talent right there.
Oh, I bet. I bet it took a long ass time.
But the funny thing is, my friend who's really, really talented at video making ends up doing nothing with it. I'm like, you could be like balling off of YouTube, making good money off of YouTube.
Yeah,
He's like,
good
nah,
fun.
I don't want to do that. He's the type of person that downs himself. Like, I'm not that great, even though people tell him he is.
Uh,
But he has a
yeah.
talent to put. If you put yourself in the fucking matrix, you gotta be talented.
Do you believe that the government legitimately spies on us, or do you think it's just like a rumor spread by like paranoid people?
Honestly, let's see. I kind of do think it's true because why would people be spreading rumors of hacking it? Or they looking at your cell phone records, looking at your emails? And then yesterday, watching the news, they said if you're this is stupid. If you're playing Angry Birds, you're terrorist training.
What?
Yeah, they said now they're getting records from applications. So if you are like a really big user of like Angry Birds and like Snapchat and all these social networks, they say you're kind of terrorist training. I'm like, yeah, but the average person who plays Angry Birds is like a little kid.
Yeah. Well, I guess they're terrorists.
I but yeah, I do. I think that what the government does is fucked up. They do a lot of stuff that if you research it that the people never know. I don't know why they tap into people's phones, but I think they do.
Yeah.
And I'll put it this way: there's a military base by my house, and I know someone who works there, and they say they actually shoot off those drones.
No shit.
And I'm like, really?
Yeah, dude. I've always kind of believed it. Like, one time my friend was looking at like the government conspiracy shit, and then like shortly after that, there was like a picture of the United States flag that was like stuck on his computer, and like the computer like shut down and shit. And I was like, dude, that was totally the government.
Because there's a friend of mine on Facebook that had the same thing happen. He was looking up conspiracy videos, and because supposedly his internet is run by his local government in his
Yeah.
little hole in his town, and he said once he started looking up those websites, his internet randomly turned off, and then he went to his neighbor's house, and everybody was like, "No, our internet's perfect." And when he called the internet provider and was like, "How come my internet's down?" They're like, "Well, just reboot your router. We don't see any outages." And as soon as he reset his router, magically his internet popped back on. Like, really?
Oh wow.
And he said it's the NSA watching him because he says every time he goes to those websites, his internet speeds slow way down, or his internet goes offline.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
So I'm like, is that like the Big Brother watching you?
Big Brother is always watching.
I mean, that just sounds kind of fishy. If your internet provider is your local government,
Yeah,
and then you look up like a terrorist video and they turn your internet off.
that's just insane.
I remember I talked about it in a podcast a long time ago, but
Yeah,
I'm like, that just sounds weird. That he said you can't get AT&T or like Comcast. You have to get their internet only in that town.
that sucks. What is your favorite or dream car that you would love to own?
It would be two, and it's nothing out of the ordinary. Like I could possibly get it. It would be a 1969 VW Baja Bug,
Hell yeah.
and I would get a Toyota Tacoma pickup truck. I've always, for some reason, loved those. Because I'm not going to give you some stupid answer. Oh, it's a Viper. It's a
Yeah.
Lamborghini. Because in reality, I know I'll never be able to afford that.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think one of those VW cars, I don't know, there's something about them that always intrigued me to
Yeah.
get one.
Oh, they are badass for
They like
sure.
if you trick them out and make them where they're off road, they look like a beast.
Yeah. Mine would probably be first the Volkswagen VW bus, like 1969.
The
Dude,
bus,
yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I just think it's an awesome
the
vehicle.
ultimate hippie mobile.
Yeah, it is. And my other one would be a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo. Those cars, I don't know. I just think they're awesome.
I mean, they look. I think all those cars, like in the Fast and the Furious, when they're tricked out, those things look really nice. Like Nissans and
Yeah.
like Honda Civics and stuff. When you trick them out, they look really nice.
Fuck yeah.
But I don't see. I mean, you can't really trick out like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari.
Yeah, they're
I would be afraid to drive those because, yeah, one, you're
well.
gonna have the cops on you, and look how much they cost. They cost as much as a house.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, first you'll have the cops on you all the time, and second, I think it's just so much power that you would like want to go fast.
Because if I've seen them like in Jacksonville, and I'm pretty sure they're like NFL football players who are driving them.
Yeah,
I've seen like Lamborghinis, and they're driving like slow. It's like you can't go on the freeway and just punch it.
I know you can't.
I mean, I can see if you want to go to a racetrack and you race them, but
Yeah,
if you're just driving them on like, let's say you're driving down the freeway to Gainesville, you can't be hitting 150. If you could rap with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
well, if I had to pick one, it's pretty freaking obvious.
Eminem?
Yeah, you're right. In rap, it's like they overly cuss
Because
sometimes.
I know in your raps, you don't cuss. I don't think you cuss at all, or maybe a little bit.
Maybe like one or two words in like a song, but not like
So you
every.
don't have to cuss in your music to sell records.
Too bad I'm not selling any records. Ah.
Okay, people are downloading them off of SoundCloud.
Oh yeah, for free.
I mean, do people actually download your stuff?
Yeah, it'll say like 11 people had downloaded this. I'm like 11 people,
When is your next gameplay video?
huh? Probably in a couple days. I should
Which one
have.
are you putting out? Call of Duty?
No, it's this game called Killzone.
So I know you can screen cap from Google Plus. So let me see if I can try it. So I don't know if you guys are being able to see myface.com. It says myface.com helps you connect and share with the people in your life. And basically it's a ripoff of MySpace and Facebook. And I'm not sure if a lot of people use this website or not, but I just frequently found it a while ago and I thought it was something funny. Myface.com. That is so crazy.
That is.
Now how do I turn the stupid screen thing off? There we go. But isn't that's I randomly came across it. It's basically MySpace and Facebook if you no other website. But with that being said, we will see you guys next time.
All right.
Add him at NDFX on YouTube.